Nice. Are the looters actually killing us right now? I think they might be. Hello and welcome to Bannerlord and a challenge run for us today. I'm going to be playing completely ranged only, and that's it. I'm not going to be using any kind of melee weapon whatsoever, and that's it. That's the challenge. So we're going to be playing with the Khuzait culture start. That's not actually going to be what I'm going to actually end up playing with in general. My units are going to be completely different from that. I personally don't really like playing with the Khuzait too much because I feel like they're very, very strong and they're good at what they do and all that wonderful stuff. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to change things up a little bit here. I like to go for some randomization a little bit. Maybe something like this. Maybe a little bit less face paint. Can I do that? Can I change the face paint somehow? Where is that? I'm terrible at this. I'm terrible. Yes, I know. I have no idea where the face paint is. There it is. I've never put face paint on my guy ever before, so that's probably the reason. Anyway, let's make him have slightly darker hair, and then we will go forward. All right, so for a ranged-only series, it's going to be very important, especially considering I don't have any mods installed at all. There are no mods, no Bannerlord tweaks, no improved garrisons, no perk mods, no leveling mods of any kind, nothing to improve how good I am with any particular skills, nothing like that. It is completely native on 1.5.8 game version, and this is the first thing we're going to be speccing into right here. Bow and riding skill. I actually found a mod that I thought I might use. It's called Leveling Rebalance, and in my opinion it looks really, really good, but I really wanted to have a series that was going to focus with an unmodded start on ranged only. And yeah, so maybe we'll use Leveling Rebalance a little bit later on. Basically, right now, all I'm doing is choosing bow. That's it. Literally everything that gives me bow, I'm doing that. And that's all I'm going for. So yeah, riding and bow, that's absolutely fine. One-handed, trade, polearm, crossbows. Okay, yeah, this is actually all terrible. So I'm not entirely sure what I'll go for because this doesn't really help me at all. Does something give me control? Is there anything that gives me control or something like that? Yeah, this gives me control, so that's what I'm going to be going for. There you go. You hunted a dangerous animal. That's it, really. All right, yeah, not particularly great. Okay, so yeah, bow and tactics. Yep, I will be taking that. Yeah, bow and tactics. There we go. And we also get one attribute point to control. It literally, when you put your mind to it, you can create a character that is so incredibly centered on one thing and one thing alone. It actually becomes quite astounding how fast you can get 5 focus points in something. As you can see, we have 5 focus points in bow already. And if I was not going to take this series too seriously, then I'd call this guy something like Bow Guy, right? But I'm not going to do that because that doesn't really make too much sense. So I'm actually going to call him Barney. I'm going to call him Barney because it's been a while since we've had a Barney. And yeah, I think the last time we had Barney was in the very first series of Bannerlord, so this is going to be something pretty cool. Now, as I've said before, we're going to be playing on the highest difficulty settings as well, but as I've said before, we are not going to be using Disable Birth and Death. Maybe I actually want to do this. You know what? Do we? Now I'm actually kind of a little bit in two minds about this, because if they don't age and they don't reproduce, then it's going to remain very static. I'm going to leave it the way it is, and we're just going to keep it kind of like a very dynamic way of doing things. I like that quite a bit, so we're just going to continue on like that. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm not going to use Khuzait units, because otherwise it's just going to basically turn into the Khuzait Khanate series, and we've already done that. We've already done a series where it focuses on the Khuzait Khanate. If you don't know, I have a huge amount of different playlists focusing on almost every single faction, and we even have a number of series that focus on a variety of different themes, and that is basically Iron Man Challenge. We had something that focused on being a bandit. Other things focused on roguery things, you know, being a little bit unscrupulous, the bandit stuff, and so on. So yeah, there's something for pretty much everyone. If you want to take a look at those, then there is going to be a pretty monumental list in the description. And there's probably going to be a pinned comment as well. We're going to, as you could no doubt tell, probably going to be taking some kind of bow-related thing. And I'm going to go for something like this, a bit of a black and white banner, I think. And let's make the icon a little bit larger. And there you go. Nice. All right, so what kind of units am I going to use? Well, here's the thing. Because it is ranged only, I don't want to use Botanians, because they are, in my opinion, they're very strong, and I don't really want to use Botanians. So, what are we going to use instead? Well, we could use Imperials, but personally, I don't feel like using Imperials, because we've played with the Imperials quite often, and I don't really care too much about that. So, what we're going to do instead is we're actually going to be playing with Aserai units, because I have not really focused on the Aserai that much. There was one series that focused on trading, which was a trader lord kind of character, and well, let's just say that I didn't really end up using too many Aserai units, and so that kind of put paid to that pretty much. So using Aserai units would definitely give me the opportunity to show them in a glorious light, and then we'll see how that goes. Anyway, bow crypt, okay, increase your headshot damage bonus. I think I'm actually going to go for the headshot damage bonus, because I think I'm going to be relying on headshots quite a bit more as time goes on. Your attacks with bows ignore 10% of the enemy's armor. I think that's kind of useless, actually. Reload movement penalty by 50%. I'm actually going to go for that. I like to keep on the move as much as we possibly can. I have no attribute points to spend, as you might expect, and we are probably going to be speccing into riding skill, because I'm primarily going to be a horse archer in battlefields, and then obviously when I'm not doing anything on the battlefield, I'm going to be you know, in a siege or something along those lines. Do you think I can actually take on some looters right now? Let me actually just take a quick look at my inventory right here, because I might be able to. Yeah, I think I might be able to. I do have a Sumpter horse, which is not going to be that... we know, they're not going to be that strong, but this is ranged only. Oh yeah, that actually reminds me, I need to unequip the saber. That's it. I'm going to be unequipping the saber, because there is no point in me using it if I am doing a ranged-only playthrough. So let's do this. Alright, here we go. I have one recruit. So if he can survive this, I'm going to be very, very surprised. I have 27 arrows. Bear in mind that if I'm unable to kill all of the enemies in that time, then we are going to be in a very bad spot. Oh, nice hit. Nice hit. Oh, that's a headshot. Nice. Okay, I missed that one. Yeah. Oh, of course they would be going after my my main guy, wouldn't they? Yeah. You scoundrels. I've only got 20 shots left, but I should be okay to at least eliminate a couple. Nice headshot. Well, that was technically a neck shot, but still. Okay, 17 shots. Okay, he's dead. Nice headshot. There we go. I've got to be very careful here, because I do not want to be in a situation where I'm going to run into a tree. So let me actually just reposition myself a little bit here. Oh, nice. Oh, look at that. Because we have so gloriously defeated them, they are now running away. I will not allow you to escape, you impudent looter scum. Yes. Okay, wait a minute. Yes, there we go. Nice headshot. Yeah, so the only mod that I actually have installed is something that doesn't affect gameplay at all. It's called the Watcher XP Gain something or other. There'll be a link to it in the description if you're interested, but basically it just reports in the text log how much experience you're gaining from certain skills, just so that you know exactly what is pretty much happening in almost every aspect of your character. That's the only reason why I really like that. And there you go. Okay. there was a fantastic victory for us. We actually did gain a level already, which is really nice. And I'm going to be taking that guy as a prisoner. The Imperial recruit actually managed to survive. I can't believe that. Anyway, I think I'm actually going to go over to Poros real fast, because I think what I need to do is I need to buy some more arrows. I think that that is a pretty important thing to go for almost immediately. I can actually sell the saber straight away as well, because I don't need it. So that can be put towards getting some more arrows. Here you go. Okay, yeah, look at that. We can already buy... Technically, I can buy 2 sets of arrows, but I'm going to just wait and see whether I can maybe loot some. I don't have the improved looting mod either, by the way, so I will not be able to loot items from fallen lords or anything like that. So, yeah, we might have a couple of issues with that. Who knows? But, yeah, there you go. Okay. Do we want any mules? Maybe I could get a mule or 2? Maybe, yeah, 2 mules. That's going to be pretty nice. That's going to increase our movement speed a little bit, because I am not then going to be over-encumbered by any weight or anything like that. And there you go. My riding skill is actually also increased. Increases your maneuver by 10%, increases your charge damage by 20%. I will go for the maneuver, because that's what we need when we are being a horse archer of sorts. And we have a pretty decent learning rate on both of these skills, and generally we are going to see these skills skyrocketing very, very fast. Or at least I would hope so. If we can't get them to level up that quickly, then, well, we're probably going to be a bit stuck. But this is the whole point. If I can do this without picking up a melee weapon and without having to resort to it, maybe... Actually, you know what? Maybe what would be a pretty cool little rule for us to have in this series is maybe we should make it that I can't equip a melee weapon natively, but maybe I can pick up one from enemies. Maybe that makes it too easy. Might make it too easy. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that, nevertheless, because I'm kind of a little bit new to these kinds of challenges. I haven't really done this before. Usually I'll play like an Iron Man challenge or something like that, where I'm tasked with the ability to not die. You know, that's the challenge. You know, just don't die at all. You know, if you get taken out, then that's the failure of the challenge. That's the kind of thing that I've done in the past, but I've never really done anything that has restricted me in such a dramatic fashion to a certain weapon type. So that's obviously going to be quite interesting to me, and maybe to you as well. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so what does this guy need? Hello there. What do you need? We can't afford, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, what do you need? 1,100 dinars for 4 healthy and strong cows. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to do that task, so I'm actually not going to do that right now. I actually really like that they've added the exclamation marks to the names. This is actually the first time that I'm playing on version 1.5.8. Yeah, I think I'm playing on that. And so all of the new inclusions that they've made is a welcome sight. It is indeed a welcome sight. So let's have a look. 2 bands of brigands. Sure, I'll hunt down 2 bands of brigands for you. Where are they? I mean, that's the point. If you put them right in front of me, then I'll deal with them straight away. But if you don't put them right in front of me, then it might be... Ah, there we go. Hello there. We've got some looters. Let's do this. All right. Yes, I am looking for a fight, sir. I'm going to just basically keep my units at the very back of the battlefield as well, because I'd like to try and get my own... get my own experience quite nicely boosted as much as I possibly can. Unfortunately, my accuracy is awful right now, so obviously I'm going to have to be a little bit slow with aiming this. Oh, nice. That was an arm shot, unfortunately. Yeah, so they've also changed how bows work as well in terms of the crosshair and its accuracy and everything. So once you've fully drawn the string or the bow back, it's going to then make a difference to your accuracy, but before that, yeah, not so much. Okay, so let me see if I can maybe do something here. Oh, yeah. Now, this is going to be very, very different for me as well, because having no melee weapon, when usually I resort to melee almost all the time when it comes to finishing off opponents. If there's an opponent running, usually I'll just, take my large polearm and just go slashy. And usually that will deal with things pretty nicely, but this is going to force me into a completely different style of gameplay than I'm used to, so it might result in some rather interesting situations. Let's just say that. Okay, so I am also, apart from, you know, apart from the obligatory recruits that we are no doubt going to be getting quite often, we are also only going to be using ranged units. So it's not just me that is restricted to using, you know, only ranged weapons. It's also my units, although I don't think I can force them to only use ranged because the AI is obviously not used to that and they're just not going to be very good at dealing with that. So yeah, that's obviously a bit of a problem. Okay, so what does this guy need? What does he need? 4 Azurai skirmishers and bring them to the garrison. Okay, sure, I think I can do that. I think that's pretty easy, right? I mean, they level up. Oh, wait a minute. Let me actually just take a... Yeah, look at that. They're only tier 3. That should be easy enough to level up, he says, as he has no idea whether he's going to be able to do it. But yeah, hopefully we will be able to do that. And let's continue to recruit some units in the meantime. Okay, yeah. I like all the improvements that the developers have made so far, because obviously this is, as I say before, the first time I'm seeing one of the later versions, because I was playing on 1.5.5 for a very long time, and this is the first time I'm seeing a much more updated version of the game. So yeah, pretty nice. I like it. I like it so far. Alright, oh yeah, I need to change my banner color as well. I always like choosing black because I think it's really cool looking in terms of its contrast with the sigil that you have in the center of your banner. But unfortunately, when it comes to the top of the screen, you can't really tell what's actually happening with your combat strength and stuff like that. So yeah, it definitely makes a huge difference in that. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, nice headshot. That was complete luck. Very good. Okay, yeah, so these guys are obviously going to be quite harsh for me to deal with, especially considering they throw stones. And if they didn't throw stones, then this would be obviously so easy, but the problem is that I'm going to be taking additional damage. I'm actually hoping I might not even suffer any deaths. I'm not entirely sure whether I will be suffering any deaths. More than likely I will, but I'm kind of hoping that I won't. So maybe. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens with that. These guys are literally doing so much damage to me, even just with their stones. Okay, now they're running. Okay, so this gives me a good opportunity to now pick up a little bit of speed and maybe get a little bit more riding skill, because I don't have to worry so much about them actually coming after me and hitting me with stones and stuff. Unfortunately, this is very inaccurate, as you can see. Look at this. What? My crosshair's right on him. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, we're not getting too much riding skill from this, unfortunately. Gonna need to get headshots much more often, I suppose, to be able to get that. Or just generally be further away. That would probably make more sense. Nice. Yeah, look at that. That gives me so much more experience just by doing it that way. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else want a piece of me? No, it doesn't seem like it. All right, so we can basically just get out of there now. We did lose someone, but yeah, at this point in the game, it does not matter one bit. Okay, so let's give ourselves some new stuff. Maybe there's something here that could be relatively useful. No, it doesn't seem like it. All right, let's continue onward. Okay, so I think I've defeated all of the enemies that we need to. Let's just do a real swift auto-resolve right there, and there you go. I have completed the task, so we gained a little bit of extra gold, and I hope a little bit of extra experience as well. Yeah, look at that. That's really nice. Okay, so the tribesmen do need to be leveled up into that, and then they will be able to level up into skirmishers, and then eventually into archers and master archers, and so on and so forth. But obviously, I'm thinking that we might want to level the Azurai units into something else as well. Like the noble units, we want to level those into horse archers, but the regular units, we will level them into master archers. So maybe it will end up that we'll have like a pure archer army in some cases. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to go, because obviously I don't have improved garrisons installed in this playthrough. So that might be kind of interesting for us. Okay, so there's Rajaya. I wouldn't mind speaking to her. Hello there. I would like to speak to you. Thank you. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendrake? Thank you very much. That is exactly what I wanted to know. And there we go. Okay, she has no task for me. There are a bunch of other people that have tasks for me here, but I'm not entirely sure who. Ah, Faron apparently does. Can you tell me anything about this? No, Lucon apparently knows a little bit about that. And yeah, he's currently doing something else. Of course he is. Okay. That is absolutely fine. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way into Azerai territory, and I'm going to try my hardest to take out some desert bandits potentially. I mean, just bear in mind that they are going to be quite difficult for me to deal with, mainly because they are on horses. And you don't really want to be fighting against people that are on horses while you're on a horse, especially considering you are forced into only using ranged weapons. So it might very well cause a bit of a problem for me, but hopefully that will not be the case. So I'm just going to go into the trade screen here because I'd like to sell a bunch of stuff. Let me see if I can just sell all of this. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking I might do some smithing. So I'm just going to sell the armor for the moment, and then we're going to be... Oh yeah, that's a good amount of grain right there. Look at this. We can actually take a good amount of grain because we have a little bit more carry capacity now as well. But yeah, okay, so let me see if there are any additional bows here. Okay, this bow is much better than what we were using beforehand, but it is 3,000 gold. Wow, that's actually kind of expensive. Wow, it's actually worse accuracy, if you can believe it. Huh. Interesting. Okay, but yeah, no arrows here either. I'm kind of surprised about that. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so let's continue onwards. We might be able to get a couple of tasks around here, like for example from this guy. The Art of the Trade. Yes, I'm not a big fan of doing those quests, so I probably won't do them this time around. Do we have any other people around here? Aha! Hello there, looters. You want to face me in battle? Yes, there we go. My Jedi mind trick worked against them because they obviously think that they can beat us. Oh, bright! I am blinded. I'm playing this at a relatively late stage in the day, so it is very much dark around me at the moment, and having a bright desert is certainly helping matters. Oh yes, it certainly is. Great. Okay, well, whatever the case, these guys are still looters, so we shouldn't have too many difficulties with them. But bear in mind that they still have stones. Nice. Okay, can we get a little bit more? Nice. Okay, that's good. You know, I kind of don't want to deal with the guys that throw stones. I kind of want to fight the people that actually melee. So I'm thinking we might just try and run after them a little bit and try and do some damage randomly to them. I mean, I have 41 shots. That should be enough to defeat them, potentially. There we go. I've actually gained a level, if you can believe it. Nice. Are the looters actually killing us right now? I think they might be. Yeah, we have some people that are actually running away from the battle, but I don't think that that is going to last. Because we are also... I think they are also running. Yes, I think they are also running. That is actually hilarious. You know, if they kept fighting, I think they might have actually succeeded in gaining victory here. Maybe not against me, but against maybe most of my forces. But yeah, pretty amusing. Yes, hit them all in the elbow. Yes, that's a good way to go, Barney. Fantastic. Yes, good work. There we are. This is just a nice, easy way of gaining some free experience, pretty much. I mean, you can see exactly how much experience I'm gaining thanks to the Watch Again mod. And generally, if I'm able to get kills, then that obviously gives me multipliers by a pretty significant amount. Oh, it seems like no one actually routed there. I'm kind of surprised, but we did have 6 deaths. Obviously, that is a bit of a problem, but can't really do much about that. Sometimes that's just how things have to be for the early game. All right, let's go into Hubyar right here. We want to recruit some more people, and we might very well want to pick up additional tasks. Hello there. Oh, the gang leader needs weapons. Yes, okay. Probably not going to be doing those. Yeah, that's that's definitely not going to be the way that we're going to be doing this playthrough, unfortunately. I will be doing a bandit playthrough sometime later, But not today. Not today, that's for sure. Okay, let me... I don't really want to sell my prisoners to the tavern. I would much prefer to take a task that requires some prisoners and then give them to them. Ah, this is a fantastic task. I wonder whether they've redesigned this task in any way. If they haven't, then this is going to be the easiest money that we have ever made. Let's see. If they've redesigned it, then I will be wasting a huge amount of cash. But if they haven't, and it remained the same as it did in 1.5.5, then this will be a super easy thing for us to do. Okay, hello there. You want a deed of land from my employer. I'm here to win it back. Yes, here we go. So it seems like they have not redesigned this. Let's just save ourselves some trouble and I'll just pay you that amount. And there you go. So I literally paid him 1,000 and then the quest gives me 2,400. So I basically just gained 1,400 profit straight away. Just free and clear right then and there. No problem whatsoever. I didn't need to do anything. I didn't need to lift a finger and boom, done. Really nice and easy. So yeah. So if you're struggling, if you're struggling for money, then getting those in and out tasks is a fantastic way of doing things. Okay, wait a minute. This guy needs tools. What does he need? 2 units of tools. Oh, interesting. Oh, I like this. This is a new task that they seem to have added in one of the updates recently. And we need 2 units of tools in 15 days. The problem is the village is short on dinars, so we can make the payment in kind with 47 units of flax. Yes. I will indeed do this. Yes, thank you. Okay, so does Habia have some tools? I have no idea, but I have some newly acquired money that I might be able to spend it on, maybe? Yeah, I mean, that might be quite nice. Okay, let's actually just take a quick look. Yeah, look at this. Boom, done. 2 sets of tools, easy. Look at that. That was really, really simple, really easy. And also, we probably have some people that need to level up. Yes, we do. So we've got some trained archers. We've got some more Imperial archers as well. And we're just going to be going in here and speaking to him. And then he's going to give me 47 flax, which I don't really know if I can actually sell that for anything in particular. But we're gonna just take a quick look at the trade screen. I don't actually have any trade skill at the moment, and I have nothing in focus either, as far as I'm aware. So this might be a bit problematic. But as far as I can tell, flax is selling at Poros for 51. I mean, if I sell 47 lots of this for 13 at Razich, then that's actually really good in my opinion. So let me actually just buy a couple of extra horses here, just so that I don't move exceedingly slowly. And then let's move on. I think there is a band of looters nearby as well, so I might want to see what I can do about speaking to them reasonably quickly and try to murder them. Oh, they need grain seeds. Deliver the herd to Kasira. Okay, these are both fantastic quests. Okay, so this guy needs grain. 35! Oh. Okay, sure. I mean, I'm going to Razich right now to sell some flax. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade the flax that I gained from the other task, and then we're going to buy some grain with the money that we've gained from the profits of that, and then hopefully that will result in us maybe breaking even or gaining a little bit of extra cash. I don't really know, but we'll see, because grain is really cheap here, as you can see. And we can sell the flax, boom, for 517, which is actually really nice. We need 35, so let's buy quite a bit of this, and we're still gaining 200 gold. So I think that's actually pretty decent. And what else can we do here? Is there anything else that I can do that I want to do? Bow? Maybe there's a bow that I can get? No, I still don't have 3,000, but I don't really want to purchase this one. As we've said before, the accuracy is just not good enough in my opinion. They still don't have any arrows for us either, so nothing really for us there. Okay, there we go. Yes, you have enough grain to return the quest. And what's this guy? Oh, escort the merchant caravan. Oh, yeah, I think that might be a little bit too harsh for me at the moment. but I would like to be able to do that sometime soon. Now, what I'm going to do is I have a focus point. So what am I going to spec it into? Well, that's the point. I'd like to spec it more into riding skill because that makes me just move that much faster in battles and that much faster on the world map. However, I'm thinking leadership is maybe going to be something that I would like to spec into, mainly because it's going to give us the opportunity to train our troops without actually participating in battle. So if I'm running to point A to point B, I'm going to be gaining experience passively. And that's pretty good in my opinion. And we already have 4 focus points in riding skill, so I'm thinking we're probably going to go for something like that. Maybe some points in charm skill as well, because charm is going to be kind of important for persuading potential spouses to marry us. And I assume that we probably want to get married and maybe have some children. I don't know. It really depends. But yeah, I think leadership for the moment is probably going to be a safe bet. Maybe trade actually is going to be really good too, because maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. But we'll just leave it for the moment and we'll see what we can do. So we're just going to go back to the town here. If I see any big looter parties, so around 10 or so units, then I'm going to be... Ah, hello there. I see 17. Oh, yes. That is exactly what we want. Okay, very good. Now that is what we're going to do in just a second. Okay, so there you go. We gained... That's it? Really? They didn't give me anything else. Okay, I actually thought I might have been getting something in return for that, but apparently not. Okay, so these guys need me to deliver the herd. I'm going to be doing that in just a second. Hopefully the task is not going to run out of time, because sometimes tasks tend to do that. But how fast am I actually running right now? Not that fast, but I was able to catch up to them amazingly enough. Okay, yeah, so you can see here that the power levels are... I need to change my banner. Let me change this right now. Change it to this. I hate this color. No, this color looks so drab, right? I think this one looks cool. Yeah, let's go for this. Why not? Kind of feel like I should change the sigil now. But nothing else really looks good with it. Ah, well, there we go. Something like that. There we go. So now we can see the combat strength much easier, as you can see right there. Alright. It's pretty even. It's pretty even, but I think what I'm going to do is, instead of, you know, just charging straight over there, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put them over in this direction. We're going to put our archers into a nice little loose formation, even though it's not really going to do much. They've added auto-delegate back. Oh, that's nice to see. I like that. Cool. And now these guys obviously don't have any shields, so me putting them into shield wall basically makes no difference whatsoever, but, you know, it's always good to maybe just do that as habit or something. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, hopefully my archers will be able to do some damage, and hopefully I'll be able to do some damage too. There we go. Okay. Headshot. Ah, miss. No, did not want to miss that. That was terrible. Okay. Oh, that was a headshot and a half, wasn't it? Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's another one. Oh, well, no, technically a shoulder shot, but still. Okay, my people are getting run down a little bit too much here, but thankfully the enemy is now running after them, which is really good. Yes, shoot them dead, sirs. That is what we like to see. My archers are doing a good job, and we need to be very careful about getting too close to enemies here. And there you go, that's a victory for us right now. I'm going to just shoot a couple more, just because we might be able to get some additional experience as a result of it. Anytime you can get a kill, that actually increases your experience gain by a significant amount. I think it gives you like 10 times the amount of experience or something like that. But I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me. But anyway, there you go. 2.2 renown is actually pretty decent. Do bear in mind that we are also aiming to get as much renown as we can possibly handle, because that is going to give me clan level ups. Clan level ups are basically one of the most important things that you can do early on in the game, because you want to have a larger party. That's it. You want to have a larger party, and I'm actually going to run in here against these guys once again, and we're just going to do an auto-resolve against them straight up, and we're just going to get some real cheap loot, and maybe a little bit of extra experience here and there as well. Bear in mind, I still have that quest, you know, I still have this quest to provide garrison troops for Tamna Castle, and I need 4 Azurai skirmishers. So that's obviously going to be a little bit problematic for us, but hopefully we'll be able to make it. Anyway, let's go in here, see if I can recruit some people along the way. We're now going to be taking the herd quest. Let's do that. What do I need to deliver? I actually have no idea. Oh, 10 Azurai horses. Okay, this is actually fantastic. Okay, so if you don't know anything about making early money in Bannerlord, then this is a really, really good thing for you to take note of right here. Basically, if you have this quest, I'm actually just going to auto-resolve this because we are winning against these guys so incredibly dramatically. So we're just going to auto-resolve it very, very fast. But yeah. So yeah, if you get this quest where you deliver the herd and Azurai horses are actually classified as war horses, and you can quite clearly see why that would be lucrative for you. When you do the deliver the herd quest, you can, I'm not entirely sure if that is still a thing, but if it is still a thing, what you can do is you can go to one of the nearby, I've got to be a bit careful about the desert bandits here actually, but are they going to attack me? No, they don't seem to want to attack me. Okay, that's great. But yeah, what you can do is you can go to one of the nearby towns. Usually it is a really good idea if you have the time, because bear in mind that delivering the herd quest is only a 4-day duration quest, so you're kind of rushed a little bit. But let's say that you don't, you know, you're not too far away. So what you can do is you can literally go to these places and go boom. And you can sell 5, because you can sell 50% of what you gain from the Deliver the Herd quest to a marketplace, and they will still be perfectly happy with receiving their goods. So this is a nice little trick for those of you that may have a bit of a tough time gaining experience, or shall we say gaining money in the initial starter portion of a campaign. And this is just a very, very quick and easy way to do that. Same with the in and out quest, pretty much. You know, this is just an alternative to that, or an addition to. I actually need to get over here much quicker than I thought, and these looters are diverting me way too much. I thought I would be able to interact with them much quicker than I actually was, and so they took me off course quite a bit more than I anticipated. Okay, let me actually just see. Yeah, I've still got 2 days. Okay, so should be perfectly fine. Loads of looters in the area here that I'd love to be fighting, but unfortunately I am a bit rushed here. So who do I need to speak to? This guy, I believe. Yep, about the task. Okay, yeah, 5 heads of Azurai, blah, 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 etc., etc. There you go. So they still allow you to complete the quest. He still gives you 400 gold, which is exactly the same if you were to sell him or give him 10 instead of 5. It would be the exact same reward. As far as I'm aware, that's still how it works. So there's a little, you know, a little bit of jiggery pokery there for you if you're so inclined to do that kind of thing. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the arrows here. Okay, yeah, these arrows are fantastic. I'd love to buy some of these. I do have a pretty significant amount of cash right now, but what I would like to do with that cash is maybe buy this. Yeah, we're going to do something like this. And we're just going to put those arrows in the very back. Okay, yeah. So basically what I'm going to do with this cash is I'm going to try to save up maybe for a caravan, or maybe for an enterprise of some kind, or maybe we're just going to do a little bit of trading here and there while we fight in and around the area, because being able to get your economy up and running really early on is quite advantageous, and it would be kind of something that would be quite good to do, you know. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, hopefully we'll be able to, hello there, more looters. Why am I moving so slowly, by the way? Prisoners. The prisoners are slowing me quite dramatically, and I don't have any Khuzait. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so these guys are obviously going to want to fight me now, which is absolutely fine, because technically I think we should be okay to win this, because we have pretty good archers, but there's only 5 of them, so it might be... It might be necessary for me to actually put myself in harm's way a little bit more than I have been. But I don't really want to die, if I can help it. So let me see if I can maybe do something about that. Okay, so we could technically auto-delegate with my archers so that they can actually skirmish, which might be something that I will end up doing. Miss, really? Okay, come on now. Don't miss. We cannot miss. Missing is basically worse than not shooting, pretty much. Well, actually, not shooting is worse, but still. It's kind of like the same thing. Okay, let's... I think we might actually have to retreat here, to be honest. We might. Okay, wait a minute. We're actually just gonna... We're gonna auto-delegate with these guys right now. F6. There we go. Okay. Okay, so can they... Yeah, okay. They're actually doing... Are they doing that right now, actually? No. Okay, there we go. Now they're beginning to skirmish. And now the guys are running away? This is really weird. I'm not entirely sure why the looters would start running away now. If they just clobbered my archers, they would probably be able to achieve victory here, but they are not doing so for some unknown reason. And now I have leveled up. Fantastic. Look at that. Nice neck shot right there. And I really wish I had a faster firing bow, to be honest. Wish I had a better bow. Well, actually, because I'm doing a ranged-only series, I'd like to hear your opinion on what is the best bow in the game. Because I'd love to be able to pick one of those up as fast as possible. So maybe I'll spend my money on that. You know, that might be the way to go. So, yeah. Anyway, there you go. There's a nice, wonderful victory. I have no idea how that even happened because I think we probably should have lost that, all things considered. But okay, there you go. Pretty happy with it, nevertheless. Okay, so let's move on. And we'll just level up a couple of our people. Yeah, nice. Look at that. We've got 2 Azerai skirmishers already. We just need another 2, and then I'm going to be able to complete that quest. We have our first Palatine Guard as well. Bear in mind that I'm obviously not going to be using Imperial units for the most part. They were just a initial way to fight enemies in this campaign. But yeah, needs help with brigands. Ooh, very good, very good. Oh, hello there. You need 2 bands of brigands. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm happy to do that. Okay, so let's just head on over here. Try and fight these looters. These are the ones that actually ran away from me just now, I believe. But we need them for a quest now, so we might as well do battle with them. And we'll see what we can do. There we go. All right, this is actually pretty nice. So yeah, auto-delegate, I feel, with archers is really good. Because usually what they'll do is they'll go and try to skirmish with the opponent. And skirmishing is a skill that really... The player can't really do it by ordering them in a manual way. I mean, yeah, you can do it, but it's very clunky and not smooth at all. And so generally having the AI do it themselves, that definitely makes a huge difference. Okay, so can we actually hit something? Yeah, this is what it's going to be like in the initial stages of this series, unfortunately. The accuracy of the bow is going to be terrible until I gain more skill. But don't worry, we are going to gain more skill. Bear in mind that I'm not sure how I'm going to conduct myself in tournaments, because obviously in tournaments I might not get a ranged weapon, but maybe I'll just have to exclude myself from actually doing tournaments to begin with, because that would break the rule of it being ranged only, so I don't really know. Bear in mind as well, by the way, that obviously when we're doing sieges, there's no melee weapon allowed there. There's no melee weapon allowed at all. So even if I'm climbing the battlements and I'm getting into the castle itself or the town, I'm still not allowed to use a melee weapon. So that is going to be very interesting indeed. Okay, there you go. Nice. Good victory right there. Maybe I can find a really, really small party of looters just to fight very quickly, and then we will be able to complete this task without too many difficulties. Oh, there's another band of 10. I'm not entirely sure if I want to fight another band of 10 right now, to be honest, but I'm hoping for something around here, potentially. Oh, we got more bands of 10. That's hilarious. Okay, so we actually did level up our bow skills, so let's take a look at this. Increases your bow reload speed by 25%. That's actually fantastic. And also decreases your bow accuracy loss due to rotating. What does that actually mean? Due to rotating? What does that mean? I have no clue, actually. I'm going to go for the reload speed. I have no idea what rotating means. Maybe turning your camera or turning... I have no idea. That's a little bit of a weird wording on that particular description there, but okay. Can't really do much about it, I guess. So I will just go with what I think. All right, so we're going to go for more... I'm thinking more leadership. But, you know, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I should go for some medicine. Let's go for some medicine. And let's go in here against these guys. Can we do a nice little auto-resolve against them? Yeah, I think we can probably win that auto-resolve. Yep, there we go. Nicely done. There we are. Yeah, bear in mind that when you do auto-resolves, your own character does not really gain any skills with the exception of charm by the looks of things, hilariously enough. And actually, that was just me completing the task. But yeah, generally, you're not going to get any skills from doing auto-resolves, so be a little bit wary about that in case you actually want your character to gain levels and so on. Ooh, look at that. Nice. We have 3 Azerite skirmishers now, so I should be able to complete the task relatively soon, as you can see right there. I have 15 days left. I have 15 days left, so it should be really, really simple for me to do that. I just need to continue recruiting units. Whoa, that's 18. I think I can probably deal with 18, right? I think I can probably deal with that. Okay, wait a minute. What's this? Training troops. I'm not a big fan of the training troops quest. I know that some people say it's super easy, and it's really easy money. But generally, I don't have a lot of space in my army at the moment, and I'm already having trouble actually even catching up to these bandits, as you can see right here. I'm actually going to get rid of a couple of people. Gonna just shed a couple of looters. Maybe I can catch up then. No, I still can't catch up. Are you serious? I need some more horses. I need some more horses. Okay, so yeah, I should probably go in here and buy some desert horses, really. Yeah, I should probably buy some more desert horses. So let's get 1 desert horse. I'll use 1 desert horse because I was currently using a sumpter horse, which is obviously extremely slow. So now that I have a much better one, maybe that's going to make a bit of a difference to my own performance, potentially. But let's have a look and see whether there's actually a better bow in here. No, it doesn't seem like there is. That is unfortunate. And what is this task? Can't sell their products. Not a big fan of that quest either. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for this first episode of the Ranged Only Challenge. And if you'd like to see any changes made to it, or if you have any suggestions about how I can make it better, or, you know, just in general giving me some helpful information, or other people helpful information, then by all means, feel free to do so. And if you would also like to check out additional Bannerlord content, then there are many playlists in the description, and maybe in the pinned comment as well. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.